All right, guys. I decided to go live again today, and I really wanted to take today to share my whole story and how my life, my journey to get to where I am today. And so I decided that I wanted to actually read to you some excerpts from different blog posts that I had done. And so sorry if it's a little boring if I'm reading, but I just really, I want to tell you my story from the words that came from my mouth during that exact time that I was struggling. Does that make sense? So anyway, so this is where I started. I started my blog, and it was chubbyfortoolong.blogspot.com. Now it's a .com. I started it in 2007. And this is where I started, okay? So I'm not sure that I'm actually going to let anyone see this blog, but I need to quit hiding my shame in another bag of chips. Let me start with this statement. I have always struggled with my weight. Even as a little girl, I remember in 5th grade, sitting around the classroom during recess because it was raining outside, talking with the popular kids. First of all, I was thrilled that I was sitting with the popular kids. I felt out of my element to begin with. I wasn't a nerdy kid or a popular kid. I just was friends with whoever. Anyways, back to my story. I was sitting with the popular kids, and one of the girls asked everyone, "Who's the fattest kid in 5th grade?" One of my friends answered someone's name, and I don't remember who that was. And the first girl said, "No, it's Carly." I don't know if anyone else thought that, but it was extremely embarrassing and a life-altering moment. I, even now, 2 days before my 30th birthday, think about that situation. I still am the fat girl. I actually try to use the word chubby because now that I have a 5-year-old daughter who also struggles with weight, I'm choosing the word chubby over fat. It sounds less threatening, less demeaning. I also remember in elementary school getting a physical, and the doctor accused me of stealing other kids' lunches. He said I couldn't weigh as much as I did eating the lunches that my mom was sending to school. Still writing this makes me feel so small and hurt. It is so painful to think of people criticizing others for their weight. I have tried many diets over the years, starting in junior high when I started Weight Watchers for the first time. I don't remember it doing any good and just being so mortified when I had to go to the meetings at the Jewish Community Center. I continued to gain more, and by the time I was in the middle of my junior year, I had reached 199 pounds. Again, my mom and I started Weight Watchers. This time, I really wanted this. I worked so hard and got down to around 170 pounds. My senior year was awesome. I grew my hair out longer, was down 30 pounds. I still wasn't a size 6 or even an 8 for that matter, but I was cuter and more confident than I had ever been. Away to college I went and began putting on the pounds. By the end, I graduated from college. I had reached my all-time high of 233 pounds. One day, as I was doing a project with my parents and I was standing on a ladder, not bending at all, I could feel my back fat touching. Yuck. It was the most horrible experience ever. I was so mortified. I really didn't think I was that fat until that moment. I told my parents we had to do something, so again, we started Weight Watchers. I did really well that time. I lost over 50 pounds. All right, look, I'm even a nerd, and I printed a picture so you could see. That was graduating. That was at college graduation. All right, so keep going with my blog post. I was between 175 and 180 when I married the love of my life. I felt beautiful. Gosh, I get teary. I still had weight to lose, but I was feeling energized, healthy, and very happy. This picture was taken shortly after we were married while I was visiting a friend who had just had a baby. Gosh, I'm a nerd, you guys. Anyways, that was me shortly after we'd been married. And my friend Jenny Pulsifer, that's her little baby. Anyways, I started having kids. The day of my delivery of my first baby, I weighed in at a horrible 286 pounds. I can't believe that I was that large. Yes, I was pregnant, but I had gained about 100 pounds. At one point, I had gained 19 pounds in 4 weeks. And I remember going in and the MA saying to me, "Oh, you must be pregnant with twins." It was like before my 20 weeks. It was like right before that. So I hadn't even had like a real ultrasound, well, like an original. And I remember thinking, "Oh, maybe that's why I'm getting so fat. Maybe it's because I'm having twins, and then I wasn't having twins. I was just getting fat. Anyways, this was me. That was me heading off to go deliver. I look like I have chipmunk cheeks, like literally. I literally gained 100 pounds. Anyways, I got back down to 203 pounds after Ellie, and then got pregnant again with Aaron. Not as bad this time. I put on about 45 pounds. So this is me right when I got pregnant, or, you know, shortly thereafter. I was 203 pounds. Look, even my husband's gotten skinnier since then. Then there was this last pregnancy. I started out at 215 pounds and delivered at 245 pounds. I had only gained 30 pounds. I was thrilled, but I am stuck. This morning I weighed 235.5 pounds. I gained 4 pounds this week. I am sick of being chubby, so I started a blog, a place to get out my feelings and record my successes as well as my trials. I hope that this can be my final attempt at trying to lose weight. I can do it. I want to be healthy and have the energy to enjoy my kids and be the mother that they need. My promise is to report in every day. I will do it. All right, so that was the original post in 2007. This is what I wrote on January 24th, 2015. I spent the last few years gaining and losing weight. After I delivered my last baby, I lost weight and would shortly thereafter find it again. We moved to Utah, and I weighed 231 pounds. My weight fluctuated between 220 and 230 for about 4 years. I would try a diet, and then I would quit dieting altogether. In January of 2014, we were helping my sister get ready to open her jazzercise studio. We spent a Saturday clearing the parking lot of a thick layer of ice and snow. It was a major undertaking. I had started using my FitnessPal to track my food and exercise. You know how many calories you burn shoveling snow for as long as we did? It was a lot. I saw this picture and I was horrified. Why couldn't I get my weight under control? Why did I let food control my happiness? I worked really hard and went from 224.5 to 195 pounds in 4 months. Here's the picture. I really didn't realize, I didn't realize how large I'd gotten. And then this was me when I hit 195. This is my sister-in-law and I, we were at a blog conference. And I was feeling so good. I was feeling so good about myself and the progress that I had made. I still had a long way to go, but it was a start. I hadn't been to that weight in years. Well, to be precise, it had been 13 years. I hadn't weighed 195 since I was first pregnant with my daughter. I just had to keep going. Yet it got hard again. I stopped counting and measuring and being accountable. And when I did that, the weight crept back on. That brings us to now. I weigh 213 pounds on January 2nd, 2015. I didn't want to be that girl who lost all this weight and put almost the entire amount back on. I had to change again. That is when I started the Dukin diet. We will see where it takes me, but I feel confident that I will make it to my goal. Like I have said before, I am not here to say what weight loss program to use. I have done so many and lost weight, but I found that weight again because emotionally I lost control. I use food to create happiness. I have a wonderful life filled with people who love and care about me, and I am making a change. It was an extremely touching experience for me to read all of that because it's like those emotions are still there. And now being where I am, having made it through that, and then now being in a place where it's all about having to keep maintaining, to keep working hard, because how easy it will be to go back to who I was. And so I know that this is so much more about a diet. It's about an emotional state. And I know I keep saying that, but I swear to you that it absolutely is. And I just want to work together to help us find our happiness and to find our purpose in life and to be in an emotional place that we can take care of ourselves and we can get to where we want to be, whatever that goal might be. Anyways, I just want to, share that. Sorry that was emotional, but just know that that's my story and that's where I'm coming from. And that's why all I want to do is share with people and give them the hope that they can make it there too. So love you. Bye. Thanks for watching. And yeah.